Welcome students, I'm Dr. Sonu Shiva, Associate Professor, Department of English, Government Dungar College, Bikaner. This session is for BA second year English literature students, and in your first paper literary terms section, you have this literary term epic, and today we are going to discuss what this epic means. You must have used this word as a slang in your language, that this movie is an epic movie, or this web series is epic in nature. As a slang in the contemporary times by the youth, this epic is used used as a synonym of very or extremely cool thing or something which is very attractive. Here in this literary term, we are not using it as a slang. Rather, we are going to talk it from the literature point of view, that what epic usually means. Epic brings to our mind two Indian epics, Mahabharata and Ramayana. So the moment you visualize them or you think about these two Indian epics, you come to know about what exactly they are, and they are the stories of heroes, and they are coming through generations, and it has an oral tradition. And you know that it deals with heroic deeds, and especially the volume that they have lots of pages in them. So this is an example of Indian epic poetry. After this Indian epic poetry form, let's see what's the definition of epic. Epic is something that refers to heroic story. The story has to be heroic. It has to be adventurous. It has to be some grand deeds of a hero. So traditionally, epic refers to the genre of poetry. So even these two Indian epics, they are written in poem form, poetry form, and it's a long narrative poem in an elevated style, recounting the deeds of legendary or historical hero. So we are going to talk about epic heroes, we are going to talk about the elevated style. The example of epic, the oldest surviving example of epic from Greek literature, 8th century BC, are the Iliad and the Odyssey by Homer. Contemporary understanding of epic. So till now we have understood that epic is something which is from past, from literature, from poetry. We need to understand that epic is not just books or in the literature form. It is also in the genre of epic also includes theater, film, television, music, and even video games. So there is a broad range of media wherein the story has a theme of grandeur and heroism. So it is not coming just in the form of literature, it is also coming in the contemporary time in the form of theater, film, and television, music, video games. How do you decide if a book or a movie is an epic story? So there are 6 elements of every epic, and on the outside you can say that it's a huge work, it's a voluminous work. The first element is legendary hero. The hero of this epic is very famous during his lifetime. And in ancient epics like Ramayana or Mahabharata, or even when we talk about British literature, the famous epic Paradise Lost, the hero is usually partially divine, or protected by the gods. So either the hero is a divine character in himself, or you can say that he has got that superpowers and that he is unharmed and is protected by the gods. The second element is superhuman strength, bravery, and adventure. So you're going to find in epic hero superhuman strength. So he has that unbelievable physical and mental feats that no real human could accomplish. So something is much more strong and brave and adventurous in an epic hero in comparison to the other characters. Then the setting of the epic is expansive. So it's not limited to one place or a limited place which humans can think about. The adventure of hero, it spans across time and space, even to the other world and dimensions. So even in Ramayana or in Mahabharata, you come to know that how the story, it is moving across the time and space, sometimes from the heaven or sometimes from the hell, and so many other worlds and dimensions are included in this. Epic also has supernatural elements. The plot and characters are shaped by supernatural and otherworldly elements. So in epic, you have the characters which are supernatural, like you have angels, you have demons, you have mythical creatures and superpowers. Then you have the time travel and space travel. So it is the expansion is huge, and the characters are from all times and all spaces. The narrator of epic is omniscient, as if he sees all and the person who knows all, and he shares every character's perspective with the audience. So the narrator of an epic knows each and everything, even the mindset of every character, and he knows from the past to the future everything. So the narrator of an epic is omniscient. Then epic has exaggerated writing style. The writing style of an epic is formal, it's exaggerated, and it has decorative literary devices that are like epithets and extended similes and repeated phrases. Here I'm going to talk about extended similes. Extended similes, you can say that they are also called as epic similes. You in your first year must be familiar with what a simile is. Simile means a direct comparison between one thing to another thing. Just like the poet is using the words like as, she is as beautiful as a rose, or he is brave as a tiger, or he fought like a tiger. So the he and tiger, they are compared, or she and rose is compared by using the words like and as. So that's the definition of simile. But epic simile means that writer is comparing one thing to the another thing, and then he starts giving details about that other thing. For example, in epic Paradise Lost, Satan is compared to Leviathan. Leviathan means whale. And then writer starts talking about whale and starts giving detailed descriptions about whale. So that means that the tail of a simile is long. He's comparing one thing to another thing, and then he starts giving details about that other thing. So that is the way epic simile is written. It is also called as long tail simile, because writer starts giving detailed description about the thing that to which one thing is compared. So these are extended similes that make a part of that form a part of epic. And there are repeated phrases. Oral tradition. Epics are usually connected to oral tradition. So they are part of ancient oral tradition, which was passed down by word of mouth for generations after generations before they were being written down. And they are in a form of poetry, because poetry has a rhythm and it makes it easier to memorize and recite. They were in a form of recitation of adventures of mythical heroes, legends, and historical figures. And here are the examples of ancient epics: the Iliad, the Aeneid, Metamorphoses, Beowulf, Divine Comedy, and Paradise Lost. Modern epic. The examples in my previous slide were of ancient epic forms, and the modern epic, you can say that they are in a form of they don't have to be in a form of a poem or a spoken form. The modern day epic is any long film or a book that tells the story of a hero who has superhuman qualities. And many of you must have read these such books like Harry Potter, Star Wars, and Lord of the Rings. These are the examples of modern epic. And the characters of these modern day epics, they have those superhuman qualities, and they experience supernatural adventures over a long period of time and space. So all those who have read Harry Potter or have watched the movies based on Harry Potter, you must be having quite an idea about the modern epic form. Now here is a brainstorm for you, or you can say assignment, a small assignment, something very interesting. That are epics more or less popular than traditional stories? Why or why not? You need to think about this, that why are epics more popular or less popular than the traditional stories? And then you have seen these modern day epics or read them, and you have also you also have the familiarity with the ancient epics, even Indian epics, and you need to think about this thing, that what makes an epic timeless. So these are the two questions that you need to think about. These are the two questions that you need to brainstorm, and then you can even write it down. So I'll be loving to have your response on this. Thank you so much.